The MacBook Air has been a staple of the laptop market since 2008. This year, Apple released the MacBook Air with an M4 chip, which touts itself as a top-tier, next-gen, ultra-portable, AI-enhanced model of something that already fits great into the Apple ecosystem. It's a lot of fanfare for a laptop, so the Best Reviews testing lab put it through the ringer. We wanted to see how it really stands up to all the other MacBooks and see if Apple delivers on its promises. And what we found out may surprise you. I'm Emily from Best Reviews, and this is our review of the 2025 MacBook Air M4. Our tester used the 13-inch MacBook Air with M4 for 2 weeks to try out all of its functions. We put it through all the tests: performance, display, portability, battery life, and keyboard and trackpad quality. What we came out with is a deep analysis of what turned out to be a nearly perfect lightweight consumer laptop. What we noticed first, this laptop is fast. The 2025 MacBook Air has an ultra-efficient processor that excels at running multiple apps without any lag. It only slowed down when our tester had several high-end apps like Photoshop and GarageBand running at once, and still it didn't overheat. Just note though that if you use a lot of gaming or media editing software, you're going to want to look more at a MacBook Pro than a MacBook Air because those have fans and you really don't want those to overheat. Overall, the M4 is noticeably faster than the MacBook Air with M3, and its screen quality is sharp enough to be compared to an OLED. However, the screen could be bigger. Our tester had issues with working in dual screen mode, but the 15-inch model would solve that problem. The keyboard and trackpads were comfortable and attuned to the touch, and the battery held up to hours of productivity work with just one charge. We also love how light it is. It's only 2.7 pounds. So here's how the testing rankings break down. The MacBook Air 2025 gets a full 9 across the board, except for portability and build. That gets a 10 out of 10. It's called a MacBook Air for a reason. Professionals and casual users like to use their laptops on the go and want the lightest models they can get their hands on. This is just about the lightest, most advanced laptop technology on the market. We discovered that this year's MacBook Air's only real faults are in the screen size and scant ports, but we didn't knock them down too many points for that since it's all about your preference. If you don't mind those few ports, don't need any Windows apps, and care more about the portability, this is the ideal laptop, especially at a price point of about $1,000. Considering it's an Apple product, that's pretty cheap for all the high-end specs. That's why we especially recommend it for college students and anyone else looking for an upgrade on a tighter budget. You can learn more about the 2025 MacBook Air at bestreviews.com. Now tell us, do you love your MacBook Air and would you try out the 2025? Let us know in the comments.